Hello, hey, this is Justin Westervelt here. Hey, I keep getting a bunch of questions on how to properly mount, or at least to get some ideas on how to mount a live well on the back swim step of your North River. Taking a look here, this is a 14-gallon Kodiak bait tank. You can see in there it's got an overflow there. This one's been around for quite a while. Inside is a baffled entry there, and that puts the water into a circular direction. It'll keep your anchovies, herring, sardines, whatever sort of fin fish you've got there swimming in a circle, especially important for anchovies and those sort of fin fish that require circulation. It's mounted right here. When I mounted it, I moved the motor all the way up and all the way down, hard to the port, hard to starboard steering to make sure that I had clearance. Wanted to have at least 1 inch of clearance, just to accommodate for any other sort of flex or vibration. So it's placed there so that it doesn't hit the motor or it doesn't impact any of the rigging that we've got there. Also, it's placed centerline enough to the boat that if you do want to continue using the swim step for recreational purposes, it's not in the way. As far as the swim step itself, from North River, you can get a mount or a swim step that has a lock right here where it'll lock in a certain position. I don't have that, so just simply went to Bass Pro Shops, got an all rubber, all plastic coated bungee cord. I can put it right in here, hook it right to there, stays sturdy, doesn't come off. As far as your plumbing and your wiring, I have my wiring coming in from a port right here. This is the same port where I have my transducer wiring coming from. It's well above the water line and it's pretty out of the way. So that's routed down here like this, goes under the swim step, and then it goes right under the trim tab, down there to the transducer, goes to there. This one keeps going. I use those little stick-on adhesive pads. Sometimes they come off, but they don't. I've got wire loom around it. It stays out of the way. It's out of turbulence. That's plumbed right here to a Rule 800-gallon-per-hour bilge pump with the transom adapter. The lineup on this is such that you can see right there what it looks like when it's lined up even with the plane. It tips right in. It's got suction so that it's got suction so that it will take water in without the pump being on while it's on plane, or when there's water going across the bottom of the hull. If it's fast enough, it'll just get forced in there. From there, I've got a couple objectives I'm trying to do. I want to minimize 90-degree angles on this. So I've got some marine tubing or RV tubing. It's reinforced. That prevents it from pinching and kinking. This is stuff that's used for like RV or boat marine plumbing. So that'll go like that. It goes around my motor. Got it attached, just a couple simple zip ties there. It's been there for a couple years, no problems for me at all. Goes up around here. I got it tucked under here. Again, no plumbing, no extra connections, no hard 90-degree turns that will reduce my head pressure. I don't want to have that. Goes right to here. Here I have mounted with a ball valve. This will let me, if I wanted to, say, turn the pump off and keep water in, this tank will auto drain. So this valve here lets me shut it off if I want to. Everything's clamped with stainless steel hose clamps. From here, I do have one Marilon 90-degree fitting, and I did that. You could position this differently, but you can see that my outlet and the inlet are in line. I want the outlet to kick water out so it's not splashing on the swim step. This is your manual drain valve that you can put as well, and I have the stock feet that attach here. Kodiak also makes a quick release connection kit here where you can mount these onto some other pads or it'll disconnect easier. I don't really need that. During the summertime when we're not fishing and kids are just playing, there's plenty of room on this swim step to put the swim step down and still climb up and walk on the swim step without any sort of problems on there. Hope this is really helpful for people who are trying to mount these on here. 14-gallon tank. This works just fine for a half scoop of anchovies, which is what I generally will get from the bait receiver here in Northern California. I'll tell you what, I'm generally fishing in the bay for halibut and stuff like that with live bait or rockfish. I've never gone half scoop of bait with a boat full of people fishing. It's always been plenty for me. Some people will run these bigger tanks. Don't think it's necessary. I don't think you need the extra weight on there. Just my opinion on that. So then, yeah, that's what we've got there. I hope this is helpful. People ask me for pictures of this all the time. I've never really done a video, so here we go. Hopefully that's really helpful for you guys. Again, 14-gallon Kodiak bait tank. You can get these from Bass Pro, Cabela's. West Marine sells one. West Marine has their own West Marine branded version of this. Same tank, same manufacturer. Again, a Marilon 90-degree fitting. Get that from West Marine. Stainless steel clamps. Those are 304 stainless, I believe. Got those also from West Marine. They're a little more expensive than the ones at Home Depot, but the Home Depot ones or Ace Hardware store ones are generally 18/8 stainless, and they are not as stainless as you think. Barbed valve fittings. I forget who makes these. PVC. There's a code on there if you want to look that up. Just 3/4 inch. And I think I got those off Amazon or something. Regular ball valve fitting. That's just hardware store. And then again, going back down here to a Rule 800-gallon-per-hour bilge pump. It pulls 5 amps, no big deal, and it's working great for me. See you guys.